there guys, this is me Malorian, and it's time for 2 War Machine battle reports put together. Now, what this is going to be is me learning Siege2. You know, Siege2 has been out for a while, but he just hasn't been my thing. I think mainly because my trenchers aren't painted yet. I've been like, pushing it off. But now it's finally time for me to start learning this guy. Now, I know most people run Siege2 in like the trenchers, and it's like a mixed force with like a bunch of the long gunners, the express teams, blah, 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 blah. But the thing is that I am pairing this with my Sloan shooty list. So I want this to be like a combat in your face list. So that's what I built. It, you know, has here the double trenchers, the double commandos with UA. There's Alexia, Anastasia will be coming on the side, and then he got a defender and a ironclad. And so it's really just rushing up there. Oh, Finn as well, because always Finn. But really just want to get up there, charging fast with Fury, hitting hard, and then cleaning things up with Siege2. So that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. My first opponent here is going to be Daryl, and he's going to be doing Arcadius. I don't think I've played Arcadius in like 3 years. I cannot remember the last time I played against Arcadius. And this is going to be really weird because I threat really far and he threats really far. And so what I'm really planning to do here is, of course, since I get +2 to go first and I won, I'm just going to go up there. I'm going to say, go ahead, feet, get into me, and then I'll just start cleaning you up. And then probably from there, probably go for scenario. So that's what I do. I have Fury onto the middle commandos. Normally, Fury is better going onto the trenchers, but because of the weird terrain, I didn't feel like you get a lot of good charges with them. So I put on the central commandos that'll have a lot of options. Otherwise, I have the Hallowed Avenger up onto the Ironclad, hoping to get a little extra movement there. And yeah, just wait and see what happens. One thing that's beautiful here is that even though I don't have a lot of solos, I make all the solos I want because, you know, Alexia can just turn any of those things into a Thrall Warrior guy, and then boom, I have something to score with. So that should work out perfectly, while my defender probably just stays in the right zone and just scores that. So on his turn, he is going to come up here and he's going to feat, but he actually doesn't get done as much as he'd hoped. One of the reasons is because the battle boar actually killed off a lot of things that he had planned that other stuff was going to charge into. So that's why there's the heavies in the middle that didn't really go very far. By the way, the right one has forced evolution onto it. But yeah, otherwise he does a good amount of work. One of the things I didn't realize is with the change here in Mark III is that he has overtake. So whereas I thought that he'd come in and kill a couple of guys and big deal, he actually kills quite a few guys here. You know, both my trencher units were decimated, so good thing I didn't actually put anything on them. And as well, he was able with the spray to really just crank Alexia, and so now she's gone. So that's really not what I expected to happen here. So what I'm probably need to do is, whereas I wanted Alexia to be helping me contest his stuff, I'm now going to be bringing in Alexia to actually score my own flag, which is sure, why not? That's a good backup plan. Otherwise, what I plan to do here in this turn is I want to kill this battle boar that's in my face, and then I want to try out these commandos. Like, the whole reason why I have this UA here is that now I can go up there and I'll be effectively, with Finn being around, Rat 9, POW 14 of those grenades. And so the left one will go against that Roadhog, the right one will go against that Roadhog, and we'll see how that goes. Otherwise, I should be able to kill off this battle boar, do some damage to the war boar on the left, and then just jam, and it'll be like, hey, I'm up some heavies, what up? And so even though I didn't get done all the things I wanted to, I got pretty close. So Siege goes in, puts Fury on himself now, and then he destroys that war boar, so hooray, it's out of the way. Otherwise, I'm able to go with my commandos, and yeah, they do work. They're able to go in there and really start smashing things, and each of them kills off a Roadhog pretty, you know, to the box or a little bit more, so that's awesome. You know, that's 2 heavies gone. Otherwise, I didn't actually then realize I didn't have much to actually go into the Roadhog on the left of the Warhog. So I really just kind of ran and made sure to contest his zone. Alexia comes on, Anastasia, and she's going to be contesting or scoring my flag. And yeah, actually at the end of this turn, I was like, okay, I go up 2 points because the game had already gone so far. But it kind of like he has a double turn, right? Because with his feet he like moves up and then he goes again, and then this turn took a long time. I was like, oh yeah, this is not even the second turn yet. So I am in position to score 2, but we'll have to wait for that. So on his turn then, he's going to come in here and try and clean up. He was hoping to get something onto my ironclad, but it just was not possible. He was also wanting to get a little bit further into my lines, but one of the warhogs on the left had to actually go back to help clear out his zone. So he's going to score his zone. I'm going to score my flag and my zone, so it's going to go to 2-1. But yeah, you know, he did some damage, sure. But now I'm in a spot where I can really just keep on pushing this. And so, I mean, for sure, that roadhog on the right, it's dead. I can really start clearing things out around the right there with those commandos. And otherwise, I just want to keep on scoring. I don't think I can really get too much done on the other roadhogs yet, but I can get into a position where I'm just going to keep on taking heavies away and keep on being up on scenario. So that's what I do. Siege goes in, and he's able to kill off that roadhog and then kind of like jump back. Otherwise, yeah, the ironclad's getting to a spot where he can be pretty threatening, saying, all right, Arcadius, we better back off here. And then otherwise, everything on the right's pretty much all toast. I actually remembered this turn that I had repo on there, so I kind of spread out to be in a better position. I keep on forgetting, though, I got this goddamn gun, right? One of the best things about Siege 2 is he has this little gun platform that you can put out, and I'm forgetting every single turn. Otherwise, I'm really just contesting. So I got Risen running into his zone, the last trencher from that side into the zone. It actually charged in, did some okay damage to that little piggy thing. Otherwise, the commandos on the left, they're just surrounding that one roadhog, just doing stabbing for 1 point. It's hard to see Anastasia. She is still on the flag. You can see a bit of her base poking out there. She moved up to throw a dagger at the pig as well. But yeah, again, I'm going to score 2 more points. Now it's 4-1. And looking pretty good. So on this turn, though, he really kind of starts turning things a bit more towards stopping my scenario push. He's not able to, say, like, destroy everything in the center, but you can see he did a lot of work. Again, that overtake does some pretty good movement to get to everything you need to. So he basically kills everything, absolutely everything on the left side. So now I'm not scoring that flag, he's scoring his zone. And he even runs in one of his little gobber things into my zone. So on this one, he scores, I don't. So now it's 4-2, but I'm still not overly worried. He also got Crippling Grasp onto Siege, which is super annoying. But again, even though I have this, I have Finn who can run to his zone, and I can just keep on going with this scenario. I think I should be even able to score the center one here as well. So that'd be really great. So embarrassingly, Siege can't kill that little like smoke gobber guy that was in my zone. I actually had to use the commandos to do it. But yeah, now basically he has nothing on the right except for a Gorax, which I'm just going to use 1 commando a turn to keep back. I only remembered to put down the gun because my opponent reminded me. But yeah, I'm able to then shoot down and kill the other things he has in the center zone. Finn is able to run over to his, so I'm now scoring another 2, so now it's 6-2. I am really threatening Arcadius, and the problem with him is that, like, his roadhogs, sorry, his, what is it, warhogs, they're way off on the left, so they're really not threatening me. So at this point here, like, he can start contesting and stuff like that, and really that's it. And when he really puts up anything to the center, it'll be pretty easy for me to kill in this position. So he does what he can, and he kills off Finn, and then pretty much just runs some stuff into the zone, runs a heavy into my face to saying like, hey, I need to be threatening you, and if you come after me, I have the other one that can do stuff too. But, you know, at this point here, I'm feeling pretty good for being able to do the peace trades. That's kind of okay. So what I'm planning to do now is just kill that center heavy, clear the zone, and just keep on scoring. So that's what I do. I go in and I kill his heavy, and I'm, you know, just scoring all over the place. And at this point, it's like, okay, we might as well just turn this off now, because the way it is and with the terrain, his Warhog can't get to my Ironclad because of that terrain being a pain for him, and I can just keep on trying to clear him out, and it's just, you just cannot win at this point is what it comes down to. So there you go, 1 win with Siege 2. Being Crippling Grasp really sucked, and I need to remember to do this gun, but hey, there's 1 in the bag. Game 2 now is going to be up against my buddy Mark, and this is going to be with this, I'm going to butcher this name because I keep on forgetting this Newcaster's name, but she's like Agnahag or Agnes, I don't know. She's a new lady that has like the tail and stuff. You know her. So there's also going to be Chosen. Now there's going to be a little bit of a proxy, but those raptors in front, they're going to be being like the new Chosen. And so we've all seen them on the internet. They look super scary. In this list here, they're going to get a armor buff from both a spell and also the Blightbringer. So they're going to be basically armor 21, where they regen D3 each time you hurt them. And they also have tough. So they're going to be a little bit tough to deal with. I really didn't know which one of my lists I should drop, but the main thing is I thought, you know what? I know Sloan, that's pretty easy. Let's go ahead and just do this one here. But then we started doing some math and realizing, wow, this is really bad. Even my hunters in my Sloan list, each one will do an average of 0 damage to a Chosen. So that seems bad. So once we did that initial math, what my plan is going to be here is, well, I probably can't win this one on scenario because everything will be contested. What I'm going to try and do is win this one on clock. I'm just going to try and slowly feed him things. He's really pinched in there between the two buildings. So I'm going to go and try and do my best to use the commandos to kind of clear out the Hellmouth. They're actually really good at that because they're tough and reasonable defense makes it hard for the tentacles to kill them, and meanwhile they just need to hit and do one auto point and they kill those things like crazy. His 2 War Spear units have preyed my Trencher units, so I'm sure that's going to mean they're going to not last too long. But the good news is that after things kind of start going, I can kind of try and replace them with Risen, and then maybe Siege2 can just slowly just start trying to clear these guys away. So we'll give it a try. So again, I have +2 to go first, so what do you know, I go first. Everything moves up. My trenchers dig in just to make sure no scatters go and kill them. I set up all my, basically everything, so that nothing's in range for him to come up and kill. That's what I'm trying to do here. So I have Hallowed Avenger up onto the Ironclad again. Fury is onto the trenchers on the right, and yeah, let's see how this goes. And so pretty much he's going up and he's kind of spacing out, which is great because if I want to go and slow him down, I need it to be like this. So he goes ahead and he's spreading out the tentacles. There's 2 Chosen in front, and that's really it. Of course, they have the spell on them. They're getting the extra armor like we talked about. And so now, best I can do is just try. There's actually one of the Chosen which is out of range of the Duder, the Blightbringer, so he'll be easier to kill. But what my hope is that I can kill off 2 of those Chosen this turn, and then just try and jamming, like I'm saying, just try and getting into his face. So that's what I'm doing. On the outsides, I'm kind of moving with the commandos on the right, killing off tentacles. Same thing on the left. Anastasia comes in and she has nothing better to do, so she kills off a birdie. Otherwise, yeah, in the middle there, it actually works out okay. I'm able to get in there, and with some help from the defender, I'm able to kill off those 2 Chosen. So that's 2 Chosen down. That's something. Siege is in a more threatening position. You'll realize that I, again, forgot to put down the gun. But yeah, this is pretty good. I got like that first blocking path in there. Hopefully he gets all gummed up with all of his things, and we'll see if it works. So one of the things that I didn't really think about is that Blightbringer has a big AoE, and that was really going to hurt my trenchers. Now, luckily I made a few annoying toughs for him, but what it does happen is that there's enough of a hole that is able to get things onto my Ironclad. So my Ironclad is pretty messed up. It now doesn't have a Cortex, and it doesn't have its right hand, which is okay. I mean, the main thing I want to have is my hammer. So what I'm going to try and do here with this then, and the funny thing is too, is I believe, how did this happen? Oh yeah, he missed a shot. He was trying to shoot in with some units after, missed, and then he hit his other War Spear there. So the War Spear that's the closest to me is actually knocked down because it's tough. So I'm going to use my Hallowed Avenger to walk up and kill that guy, and then past that, I'm writing this jack off. He's not going to do anything else for me. He'll try making another attack against a Chosen, but that's about it. Otherwise now, it's just going to be jam, jam, jam. On the left side, the birds have run up to get into me. I'll just be using those trenchers to kill them. On the left, those trenchers are going to be pushing hard to try and get to that Hellmouth, so I can start pushing a scenario thing. On the right, that's going to be a little bit scary because now his War Spears came over. So I'm going to have to try that little mini feat, try and see what I can do. But I got tentacles tying me up. I got a couple of War Spears tying me up. So hopefully I can do some okay damage to them. But I'm guessing the right side's not going to go my way in the long run. So I bring in all my chosen, I kill off that guy with Howl of the Avenger like I said. Then I remember that, oh yeah, War Spears have Vengeance, so that's probably just going to mean that he's going to kill all my Risen for free. But yeah, I am able to also kill the chosen in front of me. Again, I forget to put down the stupid gun. I kill off all the birdies. The commandos are trying to really be in a spot where I can be threatening that Hellmouth on the left. Plus the defender shoots it and does like 4 damage, so it's well on its way to dying type thing. Otherwise on the right, that kind of goes okay. I move some guys out of the way, taking free strikes and dying, but in doing so, I was able to free things up to kill off that tentacle and then kill off 3 guys from that unit. So they're now just at half strength. That's really great. I might actually be able to hold off there. I'm actually starting to start moving over some of those thralls to try and threaten over there. But yeah, this is looking okay. Plus, I am getting a big clock advantage. I don't have it in the screen here, but at this point here, I have like a 15-minute like clock advantage, so that's going well. If I can get this thing on the left going up and cleared, that will go well, so I'm feeling pretty good. But then Siege dies. So you know how I said his vengeance would allow him to kill all the Risen? Well, it turns out his vengeance allowed him to kill all the Risen. Crazy, hey? Then with some careful activations, he's able to kill off the other trenchers and things in the way. The Blightbringer takes a shot at Siege and does 6 damage right there, so that hurts. But he's able to arrange it so that he has a strength buffed chosen that charges into Siege. Luckily, I survived with 2 boxes, so I'm like, oh yeah, I got this. But this was awesome. I love this. The War Spears on the right move over to kill the War Spears that were in the way, so that this little dude with holding a rock comes over and does his disbind thing. And then because I have Fury on myself, that does D3 damage to Siege. He gets the 2 damage, and then I have a tough, but I failed the tough. So that's it. Siege dies. But the thing is that looking at it from the very beginning, I was like, oh man, I'm done. I have no chance unless I go for time. But really, looking at this now, it was not actually that bad of a game. I just really needed to slowly tie things down, kill a couple of models each turn, and then like we saw on the sides, those are actually going okay for me as well. So even though I can't like make all my Fury trenchers go in and do a lot of work, well, the thing is that like they can do a big combines, and they can do like POW 20s to do some work from range. Siege can go in there and kill a couple. The main thing is that I just have to be very careful when I trigger Vengeance, which is always a good thing to remember, and also put down the goddamn gun, because, you know, if I had that gun in front of me here, I don't think he could actually get anything onto me. But, you know, again, maybe he just activates something different, finds a way to get it done, but it just would have been that much harder to do if I had a big old, you know, gun in front of me. So there you go. I'm liking this list. One of the changes I'm thinking about making to this after this game is I think I'm going to be dropping Anastasia, who I don't feel I really need. I know she's awesome, but I need the points from somewhere. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to upgrade the Defender to Triumph. And what that means is I'll have a shield guard to try and stop this initial shot damage coming in my way. Plus, then I'll get 2 shots, it'll all be boosted damage, I can see through stealth, and it's a magical thing. It's just a lot more tools that I think I'll be getting more from than what I got from Anastasia. So, I don't know, she's pretty awesome. I might try getting her back in after, but I'm liking this list. And maybe I'll try playing it a lot more. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you have any thoughts on the list or how I played or the matchups, please post them down below. But otherwise, we'll catch you later. Bye. Hey there, if you liked watching this video, please go down and give it a like down below you here. And if you have any concerns or questions or comments, please put those in the comment section as well. You know, the best way for me to give you what you want to see is if you tell me what you like seeing and what you don't like seeing. So otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.